everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday and it's July 28th. We have one meeting to tell you about today, and that is at 9:30 this morning. And it is the GRF Mobility and Vehicles Committee meeting. And that will be held in the boardroom as well as virtual. And you can follow along at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we have someone who is very excited to be here to tell you all about his business and how they've been thriving and expanding and adding more people. And that is Stuart Spencer here on behalf of Advanced Ear Care. And then we talked to Dr. Heng Dang with City of Hope, and she is a oncology surgeon. She's going to talk all about some things that are very important for those who may be diagnosed with breast cancer. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are looking pretty good. Our AM fog is already burned off, and we are looking at a high today of 85 with an overnight of 67. Tomorrow, 84, 65. Friday, 83, 68. Nice weekend. Saturday and Sunday looking real good with an 84, 65 and Sunday 83, 68. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:01 and our sunset will be at 7:54. And thank you, Cole, for sending in this great shot of the Bahamas. Very fun with some little huts out there. Very cool. And if you have a photo that you would like to share with our community of a destination that you have been to or something that's happening right here in Laguna Woods Village, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, stick around. We're going to sit down with Stuart Spencer. We'll be right back.
At Freedom Village, we want you to create a life worth believing in.
Staffing is fantastic. Whenever you need help, they're there to help you.
I met so many people. I have so many friends now compared to when I was, living by myself. I didn't have hardly any friends.
I have to say it was one of the best decisions of my life.
It's like living in a resort. It's just the nicest way to live.
There are many treasures within the walls of Laguna Woods Village. The foundation of Laguna Woods Village is one of them. Nowhere in the nation has a community embraced a commitment to assist its own residents with temporary emergency support. Since 1997, the foundation makes that support available through donations by individuals, clubs, organizations, and bequests. Help the foundation to help the real treasures within the village, our friends and neighbors.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
People with hearing loss only know the way they hear, not how much better they should be hearing. How well are you hearing? Are you understanding 60% or maybe only 30%? You don't know unless someone measures your hearing understanding ability. People are wearing hearing aids that are underfit with power, not programmed properly, the physical fit is too loose or too tight. Find out what your understanding score is with a special word test from Advanced Ear Care. Stop in today and tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, I have Stuart Spencer here. Well, Stuart, does it look the same?
Yeah, it does. It's nice to be back.
Well, welcome to the studio. Nice to have you in.
Thank you.
And you've been very busy, and we've talked to you via Zoom over the last year or so.
That's
so
right.
Glad we could keep up with everything.
Oh, absolutely. It's always good to stay in touch.
Good. And I know you've had some changes and some expansion. So let's talk a little bit about some of the new things that are happening with Advanced Ear Care.
Right. Well, really very exciting. It was a great year for us. We were really able to help a lot of people hear better. You know, so everybody with the masks, the shields in front of them, I mean, really struggling with hearing loss and not being able to read the lips and facial expressions. So, you know, that was, you know, a tremendous challenge and a great help to a lot of people that really needed it. But, you know, we expanded, you know, we purchased professional hearing and speech, Jim Lane's office.
Yes.
And, you know, that was really a great acquisition for us. You know, I've known Jim for 40 years. So, you know, it was nice to pick those files up. You know, he kind of trusted us with his patients. And, you know, we've had a lot of those people come in and they're really happy with being over. And so it was just a great, you know, exciting transition for us. So it's been very successful.
Well, that's great. You know, approximately how many people are that you have more people coming in? So approximately how many now?
Oh my goodness.
Like hundreds?
Oh, hundreds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
Did you have to make any adjustments to your staff?
We did. You know?
Wow.
So, you know, we hired, you know, another provider that was, you know, Isaac Leland. That was at a nearby facility over by CVS. He came on board with us.
Okay.
You know, we always had Sarah Ree, you know, who is fantastic. And now, you know, my son's coming back.
Oh.
So he was working in a different office up in Brea for the last 2 or 3 years. So he had to kind of go, you know, out, and stretch his wings a little bit, and see what was different. You know, he had worked with us for about 8 years. So he's coming back. He kind of saw, you know, things were a little bit better where we are as far as our patient care and, you know, the volume of you know, people who are able to help. So he's really excited to be back. He's going to start next week. So we're really excited about that.
And what will be his position?
So he'll be a provider, you know, right there in the office, seeing patients just like we do.
Oh, okay.
And so now, you know, there'll be, you know, Sarah, Brandon, myself, and Isaac. So we're up to 4 providers and, you know, some office staff. So yeah, we're growing and it's really exciting.
Well, and I know we've talked about the technology and stuff too, so that's very nice, is that the technology is changing rapidly and you've been able to keep up with all of that.
Yeah, it's just amazing, Lisa. You know, for what, 35 years, you know, they make little changes and, you know, things get a little bit better and, you know, you kind of see if it really helps somebody or not. But I mean, today it's just blowing up. I mean, next month, you know, we're coming out with some products that are just mind-blowing. You know, the stuff we have now is just phenomenal, you know, but it gets even better. You know, these engineers are figuring out these algorithms, you know, and the algorithms are the instructions to the digital hearing aid on how to work. But, you know, they're getting faster, smarter, sharper. So it's helping people understand softer spoken speech more clearly and reducing background noise more rapidly.
Which is great.
Anytime we can shift that, people understand speech more clearly and they're just much happier with how they're hearing.
How do you generally find out about your technology? Do you go to trade shows? Do you read about it in magazines, or people obviously come to you and call on you, but just as a whole, how do you find out about it?
You know, it's everything. You know, I mean, it's online, it's in person, you know, it's through training, it's through, you know, regular conventions, you know, that people have that different manufacturers speak, you know, on their different technologies. So, you know, and, you know, honestly, most of it, you know, we fit everything that's made in the world, you know, so it's just using it, you know, and I mean, I wear hearing aids, so I can listen to them and I can actually see what the differences are, you know, and the improvements, you know, with my own hearing, so I can really tell pretty rapidly, you know, what's going to be successful and what's not, and, or how to apply which technology to which type of hearing loss. You know, so, you know, just a little bit of everything.
So let's just say, over the last 10 years, what is the most coolest thing that you have learned about hearing aids now?
You know, just the multiple features that they come with. You know, it's not just about hearing aids now, it's the accessories that come along with them. You know, it's the TV devices, you know, where now I can just tap my ear and I hear my TV across the room right in my hearing aid. I don't even need a remote control to do that with. You know, so it's just like that and I'm hearing better. You know, it's the remote microphones that people can use in really difficult listening situations. I mean, hey, some people, you know, just have real poor speech discrimination. You know, we could just really overstimulate their hearing. It wouldn't make it any clearer. But if we put a remote mic on them and it goes from my lips to your ears, you know, they get it more clear than they'd ever get it. And they realize that impact of that difference. And then, of course, you know, cell phones, right?
I was just going to say, there are so many apps now that connect. That's awesome.
So, you know, I mean, and, you know, people think, oh, you know, I don't need that. You know what? If you answer your phone and you hear it in your hearing aids, it's like a beautiful thing. It's clearer, more comfortable, easier to hear. You hear in both ears instead of one ear, and you're not moving the phone around trying to figure out where to get it to hear better. I mean, it's just a snap, And then of course your phone's like your remote control. You can turn it up, turn it down, change programs. My goodness, you know, with some of these software programs, you can translate up to 27 different languages, you know, right through your phone. You know, so I speak to you in English, you speak to me in Spanish, and it translates it to English in my hearing aids. You know, so people think, oh, well, I have to travel, I don't travel that much. Look at Orange County, look at how many languages we have here.
Yeah, you
know?
don't have to go very far.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, I was out on a hike recently and came across this trail, and I asked these guys where it goes, you know, because I wasn't quite sure. And they answered me in Spanish, and so I said, well, wait just a minute. I pulled it out of my backpack, right? Put it up there. They tell me, oh, this road goes down by the school. And I said, oh, thank you. It was a 2-minute conversation, cool. You know, but it was really helpful. I wouldn't have known otherwise, you know.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
So it's a lot of fun.
That is awesome. That is
Very
awesome.
powerful.
Now, you know, obviously you're in the business of helping people, and you've talked about that many, many times. What are some of the things that your patients are reporting back to you?
So, you know, it's just a higher level of satisfaction. You know, people are just putting these hearing aids on, wearing them, and hearing better. You know, there's not a lot of fussing to do. There's not a lot of, you know, buttons to push, or, I mean, there are if you want them, you know, and some people are in so many various situations, they use that. But, you know, they come back, we have a data log on the hearing aids. It shows us what percentage of time they're in which memory, how many hours a day they're using them, how they adjust their volume controls, so we can see how they're using them and just reprogram them to make them that much more automatic. And people love that. It's just the simplicity of putting them on and wearing them and hearing better. And of course today, you know, with rechargeable hearing aids, they don't have to change a battery, you know.
Right.
All they've got to do is put them in the charger, put them on their ear. So, you know, there's just a lot of multiple little things that really add up to a lot of patient satisfaction. So that we really like to see that. But everybody comes back and says, Stuart, I hear so much better, you know, with these newer hearing aids. So that's the bottom line.
Oh, that's awesome. And then let me ask you, do you think that insurance companies are catching up with some of the technology, like they're maybe providing a little bit more?
Well, you know, that's an interesting question, Lisa. You know, sometimes some of these companies are trying to, you know, but they're doing it in kind of a strange way. You know, for instance, you know, I won't even name the names, but someone will just mail to people a hearing aid. You know, they don't even know their hearing loss. They don't even know what their ear looks like. They don't even know if they have wax in their ears. You know, so it's just kind of like, well, that's kind of crazy, you know. So people come in with them, they don't even know what to do with them, you know. And we don't have any control over them, so we can't do much with them. So it's kind of an odd thing. Others are really catching up. You know, they're providing discounts, you know, they're providing benefits, they're sending them to us. You know, we're a provider for all of them, you know, so, you know, we give them those kind of benefits, whether it's Secure Horizons or Blue Cross or True Hearing, or on and on and on. You know, they're really getting there. I mean, for so long we had nothing, you know, and it was like, way, you know, come on guys, you know, give these guys a benefit. Hearing's really important. So they're catching up a little bit. They're getting there.
Good. Well, that's good. And the fact that you take all of them is great. And then you could help somebody understand their insurance if they didn't know. Oh,
we really explain it a lot. We even have a whole entire system dedicated just to explaining those insurance benefits. And it's online. So if you and I were sitting here, we just dial up our doctor of audiology. They go right through the benefits with a third party right while we're sitting there, show the people all their options and what their programs have, and then let them choose.
That's great.
You know, it's really been a great program.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the update. I appreciate it.
Lisa. It's nice to be back here.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right, stay tuned. When we come back, we are going to have City of Hope.
Hearing aids require a lot of attention. Don't underestimate the problems earwax can cause. Come in and see inside your own ear canals to find out how much blockage you have. Debris like earwax can cause up to 45% reduction in amplification. Your hearing aids may be able to be significantly improved to help you hear conversations clearly with a simple office visit. Every day, patients say, "Oh my gosh, that sounds so much better." Stop in or call us today for a complimentary cleaning and ear inspection. Tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Dr. Hang Dang, who is here on behalf of City of Hope. Well, Dr. Dang, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me back, Lisa.
You're welcome. Now, you are a breast oncologist surgeon, correct?
Yes, I am a breast surgical oncologist at Newport Beach, Seat of Hope.
Perfect. And many things come into play when someone is diagnosed with breast cancer. Now, is there a variety? We'll talk a little bit more about some of the things that happens when someone is diagnosed, but tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a breast surgical oncologist at City of Hope in Newport Beach. I mainly focus on breast cancer, but I also do prevention as well. So I see patients for early detection, prevention, and survivorship as well.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about, when someone is diagnosed with breast cancer, what are some of the things that go through their mind?
Usually they're afraid, scared, uncertain, and the best way to help them is to be supportive, encourage them, give them hope, and try to go through the process. Treat them like a family, or just treat them like if you were in their shoes. So give them the understanding of the disease, but also the treatment options that are available, and encouraging them that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Right.
And I think that's what we're here at City of Hope. We try to encourage patients to go through that process, that are going through that process, to know that there is hope and there is light at the end of the tunnel for them.
Right. And there's a lot of things that I know City of Hope does. I've talked to several people there, and it's always been so nice and uplifting. And you guys are always very comforting to anyone that goes through your doors, which I think is probably one of the key things, why people would choose City of Hope to go to. Now, prior to actually being diagnosed with something like this, there are some things that we might be able to do to help us prevent any kind of cancer, and it could be potentially through nutrition. So tell me a little bit about how that would work.
So as far as cancer risk reduction, diet and exercise has been shown to be very beneficial.
Okay.
There are certain diets that would increase the risk for cancer, and there's certain diets that would help prevent cancer.
Okay.
And that's the important part, understanding which food or dietary restrictions that an individual should take or consume to help them prevent cancer risk.
Okay. So as we get older, obviously, it's a little harder for us to keep that weight off, which I tend to talk to very many people that are over 50. We're just like, wait a second, what happened to our metabolism, right? Because it's just not working quite as effectively as we would want it to. So when you're speaking to people, mainly women who, are over 50 and they've been trying to lose weight, but menopause takes a lot out of them, or it's a lot harder for people who are going through menopause, even postmenopausal. So how do you talk to a woman in that regard when you see her, prior or during the time that she may be having her mammogram or, something along those lines?
I try to encourage them. We know that obesity is really 1/3 of the American population is obese. So we know that we have to focus on diet and exercise. So I encourage them that it's very difficult. You lose the energy from being postmenopausal. You lose all these hormone components that have given you that drive to be motivated to go and exercise. So you have to develop a regimen that would help you. Yes, you want to speak to your doctors if you want. You want to talk to different programs, but it's more motivation that you have to get within and be able to set up a schedule where you can try to go for walks or exercise 3 to 4 hours a week or 30-40 minutes a day. That will help you. Just walking will help you increase your activity, increase the blood flow, reduce your risk for cancer, but also improve your other health, cardiovascular health, decrease diabetes. So we try to talk to them about encouraging them about diet and exercise as part of it. And it's all motivation. Also, ask a friend. Working out with a friend or partner is always very helpful. So we encourage them to engage in in the activity with someone else because it makes them more motivated to actually go and do it.
Right.
So that's what we try to do for survivorship as well for our breast cancer patients. After they've gone through cancer treatment, we try to encourage them to be more active because it's hard. It's hard when you've gone through chemotherapy, gone through radiation, and your motivation is very limited. And so we try to encourage patients in that way with different programs.
Yeah, I think that that's definitely key because you mentioned chemotherapy, and sometimes that can really take a lot out of somebody. It doesn't make them feel very good. Like you said, they might be fatigued and tired. So having people support you, I think, is really key. So that's awesome information. So excellent. Well, thank you so much. It's good to know that we have some people like you guys at City of Hope who can help us through prior, during, and after any type of situation when associated with cancer. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Lisa. You have a good day.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And we'll be right back after this.
City of Hope is speeding cancer research and treatment to Orange County.
Hope allows patients to know that they can get through the process and be okay. Because if you lose hope, then you really are not fighting. And so hope is extremely important in a patient who's diagnosed with cancer.
Introducing Raya's Paradise San Clemente. Boasting a total of 50 luxurious apartments, Raya's Paradise is complete with a multitude of amenities, including a rooftop lounge, restaurant, fitness studio, outdoor courtyards, and beauty salon. Embrace the San Clemente lifestyle with stunning ocean views and the look and feel of a high-end resort. Our doors will be opening soon. Visit us online or call for more information. Raya's Paradise, a tradition of quality care.
Are you undergoing infusion therapy? You now have a choice. Infusion for Health is a specialty infusion center that expertly cares for patients with chronic conditions. Our brand new facility in Laguna Hills takes patient care to the next level. Relax in your private suite with refreshments and on-demand entertainment. We offer 7 convenient locations. We accept Medicare, PPO, and HMO. Call today to get started.
Thought I would take some time to give you a preview of our movies coming up for the weekend. On Friday, we have The Pink Panther. And yes, that is the original Pink Panther with Peter Sellers. I think it's going to be a fun one for you. And you can catch that on Friday at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles. And that's brought to you by Advanced Ear Care. And then on Saturday, we have Louder Than Bombs. And that is starring Jesse Eisenberg. And that can be seen on Saturday at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles. And that's sponsored by Kaiser Permanente. Now, starting tonight is the performance of The Music Man. And that is being put on by the Lutheran Church of the Cross and the Aliso Viejo Christian School. And Leland is going to be in it. So he wanted you all to know that he was going to be in it, and you don't want to miss it. So it is starting tonight, and the show is at 6:30 tonight, and the meal is served from 5 to 6. And it's $10 per seat and $10 per meal if you would like to eat. And it will be at 1 Orion, and that's Aliso Viejo Christian School in Aliso Viejo. You can purchase the tickets in person at the Lutheran Church of the Cross in Laguna Woods. And for more information, you need to call 949-837-4673. Now, this weekend, there is going to be a Laguna Woods Gold Show right here at the Ayers Hotel. It is free admission, and you can bring all of your old, broken gold, or if you happen to have some gold coins or sterling silver, you can turn it into instant cash. And If you've been following the prices, they are definitely up there. I mean, I think gold's around $1,800 plus per ounce. So definitely a great way to make some quick cash. If you would like more information on this, you can contact 949-763-4341. That's put on by Shilling Gold Exchange. Then we've also got an open house, which is the Kids Giving to Kids. And we've had him on before, and that's going to be on July 31st from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's kidsgivetokids.org, and this is where you can go in, you can check out what they do, and he usually takes donations of toys and then he gives it to children in need. So really a great organization, so you can check that out. Then also want to let you know that, of course, as you know, we haven't had much rain. So our water department and, of course, our state government would like you to please conserve water. And there's a couple of ways that they're asking you to do that. Of course, use the low flow shower heads, limit showers to 5 minutes or less, which is a tough thing to do. Turn off your water while you're lathering in the shower. Turn off the water while you're brushing your teeth or shaving. And run full loads of laundry and dishes only. Try not to do partial. Rinse fruit and vegetables in a sink or a pan filled with water rather than having it run. So just a couple of ideas. And then also today is Wednesday, so at 10 o'clock this morning, right here on Village Television, we are bringing you the Trading Post. And each day it seems like we are getting more and more items. So lots of things to sell today. So tune in at 10 a.m. for the Trading Post. All right, let's take a look at our weather one last time before we head out to enjoy our Wednesday. Very warm today, and it looks the same for the rest of the week and into the weekend. So we are looking at high temperatures today of 85-67, tomorrow 84-65, Friday 83-68, Saturday 84-65, and Sunday 83-68. So a very nice week. Enjoy the sunshine. And you can re-watch our program today at 12:30 and 5 and every day, Monday through Saturday. Or, of course, you could go to our YouTube channel and watch our channel, Village Television, to catch all the local programming right here on Village Television. Or you can wait till tomorrow and see us again at 9 a.m. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
A backed-up toilet can wreak havoc in our homes. And with our older sewer lines, a clogged pipe can become a nightmare for our neighbors as well. That's why we have to be careful about what we flush down the Village toilets. One of the biggest sources of blockages is personal hygiene wipes. Even if they're labeled flushable, always toss disposable wipes in the trash, because these products do not break down like toilet paper. Please, don't throw them in the toilet.
No matter what the special summer holiday is, whether it's graduation, Father's Day, or the 4th of July, come and celebrate with us.
Your body is made for work, play, and adventure. All the things that make life amazing. But when pain gets in the way, turn to Hoag Orthopedic Institute to get you back to doing the things you love. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we're experts at getting you out of pain and back to golf, running, or yoga. Whatever makes you, you.